about the world we're in today, digitalization is moving at such an unprecedented speed. And I think the challenge for all companies, whether it's in the insurance sector or whether it's just on generally worldwide for all industries, is how to learn to innovate faster, how to collaborate more efficiently, how to deliver more value for less effort and actually less cost. And it's all about real-time data quality. Companies aim to transform. As they aim to transform, they really must overcome some of the challenges associated with things like decade-old approaches, legacy systems, deeply embedded processes and capabilities, and deliberate execution and decision-making cultures. Lloyd's has always been sort of branded as an antiquated marketplace, which I think is unfair. I think if you look at a lot of the way that the market has adapted over many, many years, I mean, it's 350 plus year history, I think it's done an incredible job of adapting through the decades. And I think pandemic was a fantastic example of how literally almost overnight Lloyd's transformed to a remote working digital world. And everything worked well. Placements were done and completed. Capital was raised. Claims were paid. Mergers and acquisitions went ahead. And basically, the industry transformed. So I think unfairly, Lloyd's is tarnished with that sort of antiquated system. So I think what Blueprint 2 will do and aims to do is to transform it to the world's leading digital marketplace. And that is something that we have to do to ensure that we keep pace with the change in the world generally. At Guy Carpenter, our digitalization can be roughly split into three categories. So data and analytics platform, so everything from things like data ingestion, scrubbing, enhancement, to model execution, through to analysis and insight into benchmarking and solution creation. So our efforts have been accelerated hugely by automation and removing the human element, which also removes a lot of the errors that go into some of that manual work. The other area is in our front of house broking activities, and that's from data ingestion, submission creation, and placement. And then thirdly, fiduciary activities from premium, claims, and wordings. And the automation, particularly in things like claims, has been dramatic and cuts down huge amounts of human interaction, but also the time and the speed at which claims can be paid. And ultimately, that's at the essence of our business. We've been populating our organization with talent from leading tech companies such as Google, Spotify, Microsoft, and also from fast-moving startups, of which there are huge numbers out there. These individuals have been able to sort of jumpstart our organization into new skill sets of data engineering, machine learning, and digital. And in creating this new sort of robust ecosystem, colleagues can upskill and innovate in how they deliver improved and new outcomes for our clients, which ultimately is the essence of our job as a broker. I think how we've tried to develop our current workforce is by using some of these new additions, so new skill sets, to help train our existing staff. And I think that is a really important thing because it's inclusive to them. It makes them feel part of the transition, which is really important. And, our staff have done a fantastic job over the years delivering the service to our clients. And it is up to us, our responsibility, to ensure that we help train them for how things evolved in the digital world. So I think it's all to do with, as I say, bringing in talented people from other sectors, other abilities and capabilities, to train up our existing people. And obviously there are a number of courses that people can be sent on as well. So I think it's a mixture of all that. I'm really, really passionate about some of the activities going in the Lloyd's Lab. I think it's a great initiative. I think what it's been able to do is to offer entrepreneurs outside the industry an opportunity to come in to test some of their new skills or their new products, and interact with people within the marketplace. And that gives the ability, if these new technologies are really advantageous or accretive to our business, then they have the opportunity to demonstrate those to underwriting companies or to brokers, enable them to potentially invest in them, to partner with them. And we've already seen a number of really successful businesses come out of the Lloyd's Lab. So the whole idea of the cohorts where you invite a number of these technology companies into Lloyd's and give them a platform and the ability to work here and open it up to the marketplace to see and understand what they're offering is a fantastic initiative, and I think it's been hugely successful. I would like to see in the future, I'd like to see the lab put on steroids. I think there's so much more you can do, and certainly my engagement in it has been eye-opening to some of the automation and some of the AI that's being used today around the world, and I think we need to do more and more of that. We've got to be much better at product development and be much more forward-looking. Just in the world we're in today, we have to move faster. And also, the other thing is, it's all about, with these new technologies, fail and fail fast. Because there are a number of insurtechs out there, of which a huge percentage won't actually offer any benefit. So you need to sift through them and to really find the ones that bring value to your business and your organization and our industry. And again, that's something that the lab does extraordinarily well. So all credit to those who created that and have developed it. I think it's a very, very exciting initiative. Lloyd's is unique. I mean, it is the only face-to-face marketplace still in the world. It's had a fantastic transformation over its history of 350 years, as I think we've already mentioned. I think now, though, it's our obligation to ensure that Blueprint 2 is delivered successfully, because that is going to be the future of not only the Lloyd's market, but our industry as a whole. So I think all companies out there, everybody who trades with Lloyd's, has an obligation to ensure that we work together to deliver it. Now, for some organizations, the digital journey is going to be a lot easier than for others. But I think everybody needs to pull together here. This is a marketplace that I think generally, globally, everybody wants to see continue to thrive the way it has for so long. And I'm obviously hugely passionate about this industry. It pulls together tremendous intellectual capital. It's a place that people want to be, they want to visit, and we've got to ensure that that continues, not only for our generation, but more importantly for the next generation.